Right, so we had a little leak on this. We weren't too worried.
You had a leak?
Yes. Well, we noticed a little leak, didn't we, Pete? We weren't too concerned about it at first, were we?
No, it's not a mega leak.
But you seem to... We've got a bit of time now because the weather's come in a bit. We've got a bit of time to look at it. So where do you reckon you figured out it was?
Well, over the weekend you put the fertiliser spinner on it and it had leaked a puddle underneath.
Right.
So we're taking the wheel off. And I don't know whether you can see it in the camera. Up there, there's a square block. And basically it's just...
In here?
That one up there. That one there, can you see it?
Yeah.
It's basically a T. As a pipe goes through and one goes off and it feeds the two lift cylinders on the back.
Yeah.
So with the weight of the fertiliser spinner on it,
Yeah.
it's carrying a lot of weight and it fills the oil out, and that's what created the puddle. So we just pump the hydraulic lift cylinders and it piddles out of there. So it's that little square block.
And is that a part we can buy, is it, Pete?
Oh, you can buy any part.
Is it just you can buy this square block, can
No,
you?
you have to follow the steel pipes.
Yeah.
There's one goes up to there and stops.
Yeah.
But the other one goes across that side and up to the back cylinder on the other side. It's under warranty, so they won't be getting it.
Oh, right, that'll do.
I'll put your toolbox on.
Have you? Mate. Let's have a look at the toolbox. Oh yeah, I've got a toolbox now. Look at this. Yes. I reckon someone's washed it. They have. Someone's washed it as well. Peter has also...
New hose.
What's wrong with the hose then?
Got a hole in it.
Was there? What, it's leaking?
That's what I had to go to Kidlington for.
Oh, right. So new hose.
Cut the nuts off of there.
Yeah.
So they ping strings. So I've had to weld this back up. That's snap that in half. Snap that one.
So we welded them back on. This was all in pieces this morning, wasn't it?
So that's about it, yeah.
Yeah. And on the other grab, it had nuts here. And when the farmer would push the packs in, they would catch the strings on the bales and they'd pop the strings. So Peter's just zipped them off. Right then, Peter, come on. What's happened?
Well, I didn't realise that you'd been on the rack.
No, it wasn't me this time.
This was bent, and that's bent, and that was bent. And there's a rod that lays along there. Well, you have to wait till it's all back together before you can see it. That's right, your track, isn't it?
Who did it then?
He did it, that was the day before when he
Who did it?
They turned on. That's why they won't go off.
They won't go off. If you turn them on,
Just turn them on.
What?
well, I turned the
Switch was
switch
on. Turned it off and it went off.
Well, I turned the switch on and off, and they would not go off yesterday. Even when it's...
I started out, they were going, I turned the switch to off and they went off.
You just got to press the switch, Peter.
Something about, there's a steel plate rattling about underneath or something, isn't there?
A what?
Sounds like a tinny plate rattling about underneath.
In the back end?
Well, it sounds like it's under the cab.
It'll be in the back end.
Where-
Making a noise last night when I drove
It was
across
rattling, wasn't it? That did not sound good. It sounded like he was dragging the hitch, didn't it?
Well, that's what I thought it was.
Is this an easy fix then, Pete?
Yeah, it's not too bad, just a big hammer and bend things correctly.
Yeah.
That was you that did that.
No,
Yeah,
not the big
all
one.
these marks
I
on
have
the sides.
I have turned it on with the arm up before.
Because I mean, that's been out of line for ages to wear that out. It's worn
Yeah.
that right out, you see.
I
Whereas,
said that got bent up a few years ago, that rod. You have
Yeah.
to straighten them all out.
well, that's
It needs a sensor for that arm, doesn't it? It really wants a sensor,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be very, you know, like technical.
Only allows you to bring it up so far.
Yeah, because it's so easy done.
oh yeah. I mean, we've all clobbered it at some point.
Last night, Peter was coming back with a wrapper. He put his foot on the brake, and the entire back axle locked up, solid. And he managed to tickle it home, but there is something rattling around in the back end somewhere, and we suspect it's the brake shoes have pulled themselves apart or something like that. So that one is a bit more serious. We've got to send that away to be looked at. This one is a bit more serious than we'd like to admit, and it's our lovely 7716. One of those things, breakdowns happen. It doesn't matter which colour tractor you got, you will have a breakdown at some point of some sort. They all break down, So yeah, we don't ever say one brand is better than another, because they're all the same. They all do the same job. As long as you're doing a job with it and you like it, there's nothing wrong with whichever brand you got. But they all will let you down at some point, and that one's going to be a big bill, I imagine. Not good. And then the wrapper failed on us last night as well, with 60 bales still to wrap. So Peter's sorting that out so we can go wrapping, and I'm hobbling along like a cripple.
If we just have a gate stood against there, we don't really want to bring a gate past this, because if we come past it, the bastard who's on behind it, I'll bloody guarantee it.
He's just come to trim it 8.
Aye?
He's just come to trim it 8, but he won't trim it 8 more.
Got it! Go on! 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 Go on it! Hey up! Go up! Go on! Come on, boy! Shh! Hey up!
Your end
Up a
lag.
bit. Got it?
Yeah.
There you go, let me take that. Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Why did you swap the balls?
Just in case the gimbal won't work. You don't have to do it.
No.
If you get to...
But if you swap them, you got more chance of everything being in
car.
car.
If you get to February and you've got one bunch of M in car, you'll say, that was the same as you swap those balls. It don't really matter what comes in that. It can be 3 carbs, a car, it doesn't matter a balance. I'm just going to do the carbs, but it doesn't matter really what comes in. What I'm don't want in is the ball.
Yeah. Oi, shh. Watch out, it's coming around. Stay close to this thing. Come on, dude. Come on. Go on. Come on. Go on.
Alright,
Yeah,
go on.
sort of.
I don't know how much of that goes on his back with all that shit on his back.
All right, kids. Go on. Hey. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Ah, you're on my toe, you prick. Oh, you fucker. Yeah, she can go. She 3, 3. 3, 1, 3. Other side then. That's it.
Come on, what you do, go down there that corner.
So what are you looking at me? Right.
Lay the pin down, you've got both hands. Just pick the gate up and walk down that side with your gate.
Good boy. That is how we do it.
So you want a ball to load.
Yeah. Fucking hell, worried about that.
Aye?
Worried about that.
Why?
Wow, they just push past you with nothing, don't they?
Yeah, but he's pretty good, that one.
Yeah. We got one ball in the trailer, he's loaded up. they're going to go and get the other bull because we've got 2 bunches of cows down these fields, and they graze various fields, but we keep them separate. But the one bull is in there. We're going to swap the bulls over, but obviously you can't just go and let him into that bunch. You've got to bring this bunch here, take the bull away, and put that bull then with this bunch, and then you can take this bull back with the other bunch. It's a bit fiddly, but we're going to bring all the cows. We have the pen, so we can run one set of cows down this way. You can see him, look, poking out the you can hear me talking about him. Yeah, we can bring one bunch down from this way, and then we're going to bring a smaller bunch down from this way. This will be the young heifers, so we'll get a good look at the young heifers. Go on, 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 come on you, go on,
Go on, get up.
come on. How are we doing, young sir? Have you calmed down a bit? Want a bit of food? How's that? Good boy. Calm down. Brought him in yesterday and he was a bit fiery. Charging around the pen a bit. He was good as gold when we had him in the pen. He'll be alright. He's going back out. Just swapping bulls over, but he's got to stay there overnight while we swap some others around. Oh, I got you.
Be one shot. Do that gate.
What is this stuff then, Pete?
That's just crushed chalk.
Crushed chalk, and why is it in the shed?
Because every time it rains, the yard floods, and because this barn floor isn't higher than the yard, the water runs in, and when you've got hay there, it goes underneath the hay.
Okay, so we're going to use chalk as a base for a little while?
Yes.
And is it semi-permanent, permanent? What?
Well, if you can keep it dry, it should be okay. Well, I've not really any experience with it, so I don't know what it'll do, but
apparently
we're going to level it and then roll it down tight.
Yeah, and it packs down real tight, doesn't it?
It packs like crazy, but
yeah,
when it gets wet, I should imagine it turns to mush, but underneath the roof, hopefully it'll be all right.
Any more loads come in?
Yeah, there's 2 more. One more today and 1 tomorrow.
Do you reckon you have enough?
Possibly.
Just about.
Just about.
Do you want me to have a go? Oh, saw that. Down there is what it was.
Right, there's level just there.
Right.
So it's a little bit more raked off there.
But it's going to go. It's going to sink down as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It'll be a bit higher.
Yeah. So you want it a little bit higher.
No, here.
And is it lower at the back? Is it?
A little bit.
Oh yeah, so it needs quite a bit there.
Got taken up reading off the highest point back there.
Yeah. Okay.
And we've added about 1 inch up there.
Yeah.
So that's the highest point. So that's why it's 2 or 3 inches
lower
here.
So it sinks down, sort of thing.
Well,
yeah.
it'll roll down like that. It goes down
Yeah.
like rock hard.
And that ain't even. We haven't even vibrated that yet, have we?
No.
So once you get that vibrating roller on there, that'll be.
Should bash it down like a concrete floor.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Bam! Right, what button does what? This is forward and back. See you later. See you later, Peter. Don't try racing me, you won't win. Thought it would look, Keith?
Yeah.
Inside every pod here is they're little black seeds, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can you? Will they open up now?
Be mushy now.
But they go black, don't they?
Yeah.
The plant now goes brown, doesn't it?
Yeah, it will die off now. Yeah.
And then inside the pods, the little seeds go black, don't
Yeah.
they?
Pods will go brown and dead. There they are, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Seeds.
Have a little guess then. I'm still gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say it might be a ton. Might be.
Tons the acre.
Yeah. What do you think?
Possibly. It's not a busting lot of pods on them.
No, and all the tram lines are completely clear. Look. We'll see, won't we? Pete will come and combine it. It looks way thicker than it did. You know, winter time. It looked terrible, didn't it?
All filled out now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll just see. We'll see what it comes. There's going to be a bit of seed, isn't there? There's going to be a bit of seed, but on the whole, it's not a failure, is it?
No, it looks alright from here, doesn't it?
The combine does not lie, does it, Keith?
No, this backward stuff looks only just flower, there's no pods on that.
There won't be any pods, no?
No, look, they're not formed now. Coming out here. Coming here, right?
Just having a little look at the... This is a spring wheat, and we cast this on, didn't we, Keith?
Yeah.
This was cast on with the fertiliser spinner.
Just putting an ear out.
Have a look. It's,
Just putting its ear out.
and how does that come out high?
Yeah, that'll come out and then knuckle over, die off.
And what would you say about the ears? Do the ears look alright?
They look alright. Fairly good ear.
And they'll fill out, won't they? This rain
Yeah,
we've had
they'll
is actually
fill.
perfect for, in terms of time. And even though it's been quite a lot of rain,
Yeah, and then you want some heat and some sun on it to fill it out.
yeah.
It's all just starting to come out, just put a head out on it.
But the crop itself doesn't look too bad, does it, Keith?
No,
In some of the wet patches, is that?
it's a bit uneven where it got rained out.
What's the brown on top? I can see.
A bit of black grass coming through
That
the
is?
top. Yeah, on that horizon there, on the top there. on the
Yeah,
ridge.
I was wondering about
Black grass poking through. It's a bit hitted, look.
that. Oh yeah. Nothing you can do with that, is there?
No,
In a crop like this, is there? No.
we're going to pull it all out by hand.
Yeah. But
Bit at the bottom,
for just throwing it on, it looks alright, doesn't it?
yeah.
And it was dry, wasn't it? When we threw it on, it was dry.
Didn't grow for ages, did it?
No.
Some grew, some didn't.
If it had been wetter, we might have been in a bit of trouble because it would have been too thick, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If you hadn't have had that rain in May that stood about on it, it would have been nice and even, wouldn't it?
Yeah.